Did I just hear this correctly from Paul Bagley? I was just on there and he said that they found elongated skulls. So skulls that were like coming way out here or way out here, and they had some skulls with an eye this fucking big. That big on both sides. That is nuts, dude. That means these are aliens. These are alien skulls. These are not humanoids. So humans at one point were really tall giants, but their skulls were normal like ours. So whatever the fuck the Vatican's got down there in the catacombs, holy shit. Boy, they've been fucking hiding the secrets of the Anunnaki. Because they don't want you to know that there's another race out there. Another much, much, much more powerful race out there than us. So lurking in the deeps of fucking space. Maybe they live on Planet 9. Everybody ever thought of that? You know the Planet 9 that's 10 times the size of the Earth? That big blue fucker? I always thought they lived on Planet 9. Either Planet 9 or they lived on these far, far planets out in the solar system that are far, far beyond. That's what they call it. Far and far beyond. NASA called it that. Well, anyway, in far, far beyond land, in space, they found 3 planets that were just like Earth. And they had water, and they had soil, and they had trees. And it was just like our planet. And there was 3 of them, and they had their own moons. Every one of them had their own moons, and it's like a little solar system of its own out there. I believe the aliens are probably coming from this area. In this area, because they have all the resources out there. They're just here to check on us because, you know, we have all the resources too, just like they do in the other distant planets. But the only difference is we have planes and trains and automobiles traveling around here. So they're probably all confused. Oh fuck! What the hell happened to this freaking world? Because it used to be just a bunch of innocent people building a bunch of pyramids for the Anunnaki, and you know what I mean. They used to rule the world. They were the ones that helped build the pyramids, the Great Pyramids, and the Mayan cities. And oh yeah. So don't kid yourself and think that mankind did that shit by themselves. No. The aliens were down here at that time, and that's probably your big-eyed skulls that I was just showing you about. That are like fucking like this big. Yeah, that's an eye. What? An eye? Yeah, seriously, dude, that's nuts. Yeah, check it out. I don't know. He was so like blown away by it. He's like, doesn't even say anything. I was like, what the fuck kind of video is this? Just call like you see it. Maybe everything in the Bible is not always accurate. It's not always accurate. The Bible is just something to fucking kind of base your life off of. You know what I'm saying? It's just old ancient stories and this and that. But in regards to like how old they thought the world was back then, okay, they were wrong. And were they wrong about Anunnaki? Yeah, they were wrong. Of course the Anunnaki are here. They don't talk about that shit. So, in the Bible. So, because they don't want you to know that there's other species of fucking aliens out there there could be another race of humans for all we know. And they just haven't got to us yet. Who knows? There could be another race of humans out there that are only 3 feet tall or 8 feet tall. Who knows? We don't know. You know, we're working on space. I mean, we got Hubble and it's looking deep into space, but you know what I mean? There's more shit out there than meets the eye. There's a lot of stuff. It's just like the ocean. Mankind's only discovered, what, 85% of it? And there's still a lot that we haven't discovered. You know, because we just can't get that deep. And we're not going to waste our time to go that deep for that long periods of time. You know, we're just like, whatever. It's the ocean. Well, space is the same way, dude. We've only discovered a certain fraction of it. There's so much more than meets the eye because these craft are so much more advanced than we are, than what we have with our drone technology and everything else. I mean, this shit is advanced. So you don't see like, you know what I'm saying? You don't see like our our not UFOs, but our UAVs flying around here and then going up into space and traveling around different planets and traveling on through space. We just don't have that kind of technology. It just doesn't exist here yet. Maybe we'll get there. That's why I said go get this alien spacecraft that just crash landed on Mars. Why not? Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. You might as well go capture that fucking thing because it's already smoking. So there you go. Paul Begley about shit his pants when he heard this. He did not like that. So if you want to see hit Paul Begley, you'll see a picture of one of the skulls on the front end of it. So it'll blow your mind looking at that skull. That's what the Vatican's been holding. And it was discovered by construction workers that were working down in the Vatican, down in the catacombs. And they discovered thousands of skulls all over the place down there. So they got some with heads like cone heads. They got some that are like out here. It's all over the place. I mean, it's nuts. So these are not regular humanoids. That's for damn sure. And the Vatican, boy, you just got caught. You know, it's just like the Vatican's going to maybe get struck by those two volcanoes that I was just telling you about. Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius. Yeah. To the east and to the west, the other supervolcano that extends all the way into the ocean. That's the big fucker. That's the supervolcano that not many people know about. But both these things are ready to go. That's what the scientists said yesterday. These things are fucking loaded and ready to go. So how long will Rome be around? I don't know. I wouldn't go there right now. Not the way they're talking. Not the way the scientists are talking. They saying their fucking days are numbered in Rome. So I wouldn't be surprised if everything really starts falling out of control there. If it really starts getting volatile with these fucking volcanoes, I wouldn't doubt it in the least. The Vatican starts hauling all their shit out of the Vatican, hauling it somewhere else. I wouldn't be surprised. Get all the documents out of there. Get anything that's going to get burned out of there. Get it out. Get all your Anunnaki skulls out of there that they just discovered. Yeah, way to go. But we found them. That's right. Yeah. Blue collar, hard working construction workers found that shit. And they're like, yeah. How you like how that shit works, Vatican? Way to hide it from us. Well, guess what? It's on the news now. We win, you lose. Yeah, way to go, construction workers. Way to rub it into the Vatican and all the bullshit and stuff that they try to hide from you, dude. Yeah, fuck the Vatican, dude. That motherfucker thinks that hell doesn't even exist. So if you want to give me a thumbs down for hating the Vatican, I don't like the Vatican very much. I don't hate them, but I dislike them, and I think they're fucking full of lies and bullshit and deceit. I think they are. Look at all the fucking sexual abuse cases that they cover up, the Roman Catholics. I'm Roman Catholic, but I go to Lutheran churches. If I'm going to go to a church, I go to a Lutheran church because I believe that the Lutherans, the religion is a much, much better religion to follow. And it's a much easier religion to follow. You don't have to sit there and bust your fucking ass to say, oh, if I don't, I'm going to be in purgatory or I won't go to heaven. Bullshit. The Lutherans believe in just being a good person, living a good life, and and treat others like the way you want to be treated. And if you live a good, nice life, you'll go to heaven. You don't have to do crazy, outrageous fucking deeds to get to heaven. No, it's not that fucking hard to get to heaven. Just don't be like Adolf Hitler and you'll be all right. Or his doctors, you know what I mean? Or the SS. You just don't be those guys. If you're going to be those guys, then of course you're going to be down in hell with a football being shoved sideways up your ass with Hitler or a pineapple. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I take the Bible for a grain of salt. You know what I mean? For whatever it's worth. I don't know. Some of my people on here are probably very religious, and that's fine. If you want to go on there and you want to watch the whole thing of Paul Begley as he brings the scriptures into it, so be it. I don't really get into the scriptures that much because it's just too many of the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I usually just concentrate on the few, the final days, the wrath of God and the bureau, and the trumpets, and the opening of the sixth seal. These are things that are going to come to pass upon the earth. These are the things that I care about. I don't give a fuck about a goat from fucking 2,000 years ago. You know what I mean? Whatever. God did a lot of, Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach did a lot of beautiful things. He cured people. He walked on water. He did wonderful things. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. He brought 3 people back from the dead. But his very first miracle, he went to a wedding and there was no wine. He's like, there must be wine. That was his very first miracle. So at least he knows he likes to drink a little bit of wine. I hate wine. I can handle about 1 or 2 glasses, then I get heartburn. I have like a motherfucker. So I usually try to avoid wine. I'm okay. I went to a wedding not too long ago, and I drank too much wine and stuff like that. Oh, it was the worst experience. You guys want to hear the craziest story? Okay. Well, we partied and partied and partied until like 3 a.m. until they shut the motherfucker down, and we were high and drunk as motherfucker, dude. I mean, we were. It was all you can drink. It was an open bar. It was like $55 a head for the food and the booze. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, dude. This wedding was awesome. Well, anyway, me and the ex got all fucking trashed, and she made it back up to the room and then fell on the floor and passed out in her own puke. So I lifted her head out of the puke, and then somehow, some way, I got puke on me and I got all naked. Right? So I'm butt fucking naked at a 5-star motel. A 5-star! The fanciest motel in St. Paul. It's called St. Paul Motel. Okay? This place has got marble fucking everywhere, dude. This place is nice, alright? So I get fucking naked, and then I don't even remember what the fuck room I'm in, but I went to go get ice. And I was butt fucking naked out there. And then the door shut, and then I forgot which, and then I turned around and I saw some people walking, and then I forgot what fucking room I was in, because I started walking down the hall and I was like, oh shit, where am I at? So I sat out there. I was out there for like 45 minutes, butt fucking naked. And finally, some old lady's like, hey, you want a towel? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a towel. Thank you, ma'am. So she gave me this towel, and I had that on, and then some other guy was like, Jesus H Christ, he opened up his door. He's like, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I wish I knew what fucking room I was in. That was great. Oh man, I was drunk. Oh jeez. So here I am, butt fucking naked with this tiny little towel, no bigger than my hat, covering my fucking big old wang, and fucking walking down to the front desk saying, hey dude, you know what room I'm supposed to be in? And they were just rolling down. Their security was just laughing their ass off. He's like, I've been here for 17 years. 17 years. I've never seen anything or even heard of anything like this before. He's like, I'll gladly take you up to your room. We've been watching you ever since you left your room. First, you got all weird, and then you were sitting on the floor for like 5 minutes trying to figure out where the hell room you were, and then you went the wrong direction, and we just watched you as you slowly made your way down to the descent down to the office, and oh fuck, it was funnier than fuck. And I opened up the door, and there's the wife back in her puke again. He's like, oh my god, you guys are nuts. So that was the wife at the time. So yeah, just I've done some crazy shit. Like I said, I've done some crazy shit, and I've gotten away with it. So that could have definitely landed you fucking in jail or something like that. Maybe you might have even got a felon for indecent exposure. But I've counted my lucky stars. I've been lucky so far. I don't normally do these kinds of things, but you know, whatever, dude. People do crazy shit. So I just wanted to throw that out. Just a crazy story. Why not cheer you guys up a little bit? See, nobody's perfect. You guys probably do crazy shit too. So maybe not that fucking crazy, but hey, what do you do, huh? So anyway, I love you all. So you guys have a good night. Sorry, I'm just ranting and raving. I'm having a good old time. So it's absolutely beautiful outside. It was so nice to be able to view Nibiru out there, to finally see the sunshine again. So hell yeah, it makes me in a good mood. I love it. So you guys have a great day. And as always, love and peace from Fargo. All right.